Hello and welcome to Let's Play Pathfinder Wrath of the Righteous. This is a game I've been looking forward to for a very long time. I guess not very long time. Ever since I played the first Pathfinder, Pathfinder Kingmaker, which I absolutely adored. I loved that game so much. One of the best games I've played in recent years, in my opinion. So I am deeply excited to start this playthrough here. The game just came out today. In this series, it will be going up side by side with the Outer Worlds series that I'm also doing. Yeah, I mean, I hope everybody's looking forward to seeing what this game has to offer. As far as I'm aware of, this game isn't a continuation of Kingmaker. It's a separate story, separate game set in the same universe, the Pathfinder universe, which is based off the tabletop role-playing game. I think the rules that they're using for these games is Pathfinder 1E, not the 2E rules. I could be wrong. I know the first one was based off 1E. I don't know if this one will be based off 2E or what. But yeah, I'm really excited to start playing. So let's go ahead and jump into this new game. We as developers are always striving to improve our work. To do this, we need information that we can only get from you. By sending game statistics and bug reports to us, you can help us learn more about the way you play and what difficulties you encounter in our game. Since the game is based on Unity technologies, we use Unity Analytics to analyze your game experience data. You can opt out of the data collection at any time from the settings menu. Would you like to opt in to sending game statistics? Yeah, sure. Okay, so choose our story. We got the main story here. Join the struggle against the World Wound, the epic war between Galarian and the Abyss that has raged for more than 100 years. Up to now, the Crusader armies have barely managed to curb the overwhelming enemy forces, but not for much longer. The Demon Lords are preparing to strike a decisive blow. You will have to harness mythic powers, take command of the Fifth Crusade, and lead it against the demonic hordes. Nice. Yeah, so Galarian, it's the name of the world. Is it called Galarian, or is that like, yeah, Galarian is the name of the Pathfinder world. And the Abyss is where demons come from. This is cool. Yeah. All right. Yeah. Main story. Is that? Okay. Yeah. Okay. Our difficulty. Okay. This will be a decision that we will need to make. Apparently, there's a lot of difficulties, as you can see here. So normal. The damage your character suffers from enemies and traps is reduced by 20%. Enemies are weak and inflict reduced damage on critical hits. Your characters will not die after suffering a deadly injury for the first time. Instead, they'll be afflicted by the Death's Door condition. If a character with this condition suffers a deadly injury, they will then die. Resting in a comfortable bed or a comfortable and safe place removes the Death's Door condition. Your character can still die from an instant death effect, energy drain, poison, or other similar conditions. If your main character dies, the game is over. If a companion dies, you can resurrect them with Raise Dead or a similar spell, an extremely expensive service unavailable to most adventurers. Okay, I don't like the reduced damage. Your character suffers full damage from enemies and traps. I like that. Enemies are slightly weaker and inflict, I don't know, slightly. I want it just like everybody dealing full damage. Everybody out there. Yeah. I think core. Yeah, core rulebook. That's probably what that is for. That's it. Yeah, accept. Yep, so critical hits are normal. Death's Door is off. Auto level up off. Enemy stat adjustment. There's a lot of little rules you can play with here. Yep, this all looks good to me. Alright, we're using core difficulty. Alright, new character. So these are the pre-generated characters. We're not going to use any of them, but let's go ahead and take a look at them anyway. Just want to take a look at the models here. What kind of, so this is a Cavalier, a half-elf, an Oread. I don't know what that is. A Cleric, human, a Gnome Rogue, that's a fighter, a Slayer Tiefling, and another human sorcerer. Okay. We're going to be doing custom character. Create your champion from scratch. Choose their race, class, gender, and alignment. Customize their appearance, and finally tune their abilities, skills, and feats. So character creation is probably going to take a while. So the whole first episode could be just character creation. But it's worth it. Alright, so our portrait. Okay, so we have... Okay, so we have the portraits from Kingmaker, the previous game, and then all these are new portraits. I doubt that there's custom portraits. I mean, we can make a custom portrait. Can I change that once it's already been made? I don't think so. You couldn't in Kingmaker, if I remember correctly. We're going to pick one of these portraits. Let's just go through them. So we got, looks like some sort of sorcerer, mage, wizard kind of character here. We got some aristocratic dwarf. We got a really evil looking elf here. Maybe it's a drow. A monk. Human monk. A ranger. Stone monk. I guess these are the Oreads. They look pretty cool. And then we got Kitsune here. They look pretty cool. We got a spell sword kind of character here. Maybe like a oh, what are they called? A magi? Was that what they were called? Something like that. We got an inquisitor looking character. Very happy looking man there. A tiefling. An old pompous looking man. Looks like a roguish ranger kind of character there too. Got an orc. Half orc more than likely. The Dwarf Warrior, looking pretty cool. Halfling. Tiefling. Something. A bard of some sort. She's pretty. Another bard. Another bard. Sorcerer. She's got a big head. Another half-orc. There's no male half-orcs here. Human fighter, another dwarf, and looks like a gnome. I don't know. I think we're going to be a male character. So these characters here, a lot of them were characters from Kingmaker. Not going to spoil who they are, but interesting nonetheless. Which one spoke to me the most? I kind of liked this guy. He seems like a really cheerful, seasoned adventurer. Oh, if you pick him, we'll definitely have to probably pick somebody that wears heavy armor, just because the nature of his portrait, which is okay. I'm leaning towards this guy. I did like this monk dude too. I liked him too. I liked this character as well. I don't know if we want to play as a halfling on my first playthrough of the game. The Dwarf Warrior looks badass too. This is so difficult. I think I'm going to go with my initial gut. This guy, his portrait just had something. Personality. It spoke to me. So we're going to pick this one. So he is a human, it looks like. Some sort of fighter. Fighter, paladin. Probably not a barbarian. We'll see what we have here. So our class. Okay. So we have Alchemist here. I'm not going to go through the descriptions of all of these. We'll just go through their subclasses. So Alchemist and all the subclasses. We got the Chirurgeon, something like that. The Grenadier, the Incense Synthesizer. So these two were both in Kingmaker. This one wasn't. The Metamorph, the Preservationist, and the Vivisetionist. I think Vivisetionist was also in the last one, but these three are all new, I think. Got the Arcanist, who Brown Fur Transmuter, Eldritch Font. Oh, I gotta sneeze. Oh, excuse me. The Nature Mage, Phantasmal Mage, Unlettered Arcanist, and a White Mage. Hey, we're playing Final Fantasy now. Barbarian. So we got an Armored Hulk. That might work. Some barbarians disdain to hide in leather used as armor by most of their kin. Instead, they master the heaviest of armors, even those created by more civilized people, to gain greater protection and stability in combat. That's kind of cool. That's something we could be. An Armored Hulk. I like that. That sounds kind of cool. We could also be a Beastkin Berserker, Instinctual Warrior, Invulnerable Rager, a Mad Dog, or a Pack Rager. Got Bard. And subclasses for Bard, Archaeologist, Beast Tamer, Dirge Bard, Flame Dancer, Thundercaller, and Tranquil Whisperer. A Blood Rager. I don't remember these guys. Blood Ragers are berserkers who succumb to rage, so they're a little bit like berserkers, but they can use a basic set of arcane spells, mostly empowered to empower themselves. So they're a barbarian with some magic, it seems like. And you can be a Blood Rider, a Green Rager, Mixed Blood Rager, a Primalist, Reformed Fiend, Spell Eater, Steel Blood. Oh my god, there's so many classes. This is amazing. And these are all classes that you have to meet certain prerequisites to be able to do. Wow. Maybe we won't read through them all. It's kind of a lot. We'll read through them all. I've already started. A Cavalier. This might be something we could be. A Beast Rider. Cavalier of the Paw. Because a Cavalier is a warrior who has an animal companion. Oh. I did not think that's what it was. A faithful steed they can ride into battle. Oh, no. It is what I thought it was. Okay. They are strong melee fighters who can also empower their allies. Cool. So, Beast Rider. Cavalier of the Paw. You have to be a halfling, it looks like. Interesting. Disciple of the Pike. Fearsome Leader. Gendarme? Knight of the Wall. Cavaliers known as Knights of the Wall revere a famous general who is crucial in the defeat of a powerful wizard king. Kind of like that. Or a fearsome leader. Fear is a good motivator. And some commanders use this fact to inspire their troops, preferring it to the usual approach. And Standard Bearer. Maybe we could be a Cavalier. I think Knight of the Wall sounds kind of cool. We'll have to see. A Cleric. So we got Angel Fire Apostle. A Crusader. We could be a Crusader. Crusaders serve militant arms of a church, ready to stand guard over the religion's holy places, and to be its swift, avenging arm against those who resist its truth. That's something we could be. Devilbane Priest. That. Herald Caller. Or Priest of Balance. Okay, and we got Druid. A Blight Druid. Defender of the True World. Drovier. Elemental Rampager. Fae Speaker. Primal Druid. I don't think we're going to be a Druid. A Fighter. So, probably all of these would work. But an Aldori Defender. So, the Aldori were a faction from the first game. They're really cool. They use, I think they're more dexterous, more like a fencing sort of class. An Armiger. Dragonair Scion. That sounds cool. A Mutation Warrior. A Tower Shield Specialist. And a two-handed fighter. Let's go ahead and read these, since all these are options. The Aldori Sword Lords of Brevoy are among the deadliest and most feared fighters of the Inner Sea. They have spent long years mastering the Aldori dueling sword, pitting themselves against other dueling swords, and all manner of weaponry besides. Their speed and reflexes weave a net of impenetrable steel around them, from which they strike and harry their unfortunate opponents. The most common form of Aldori dueling, and arguably the easiest of the techniques to master, focuses on avoiding damage and disarming foes. These sword lords prefer to wear light or no armor, trusting their skills for protection. So, not us. An Armiger. Until would-be Hell Knights take the trial, referred to simply as the test, in which they enter a single combat with a conjured devil, and either emerge victorious or die, they are known as Armigers. While this is a blanket term for all Hell Knights in training, including those training to become Sinifers? It also applies specifically, I can do this, to fighters who focus their training to become Hell Knights. Despite their lack of recognized rank, Armigers are skilled and deadly warriors. Most Armigers live and train at their order's citadel, working toward the day when they become full-fledged Hell Knights. These Armigers follow a brutally strict routine. They spend hours honing their combat skills against other trainees, obsessively studying in the Citadel's libraries or memorizing passages of the Hell Knight's philosophy, known as the measure of the chain. At regular intervals, squads of Armigers focus... Sorry, I just got paranoid that I had muted myself, but I didn't. At regular intervals, squads of Armigers emerge from the Citadels to patrol nearby cities or frontier lands, working to enforce Hell Knight law and their order's edicts. Okay. They sound pretty cool. I don't know if they have the cheerful personality that our portrait has, but I could always have some duality going on. The Dragonair Scion. Dragonair Scions are the martially inclined humanoid descendants of those influenced by draconic power. Oh, that sounds cool. Unlike their sorcerer's brethren, Dragonair Scions manifest their heritage in ways more suited to strength of arms and skill with steel than arcane energy. Those who follow this path are often the children of mighty dragon-blooded sorcerers, and others who drew energy from the dragon blood, though they themselves might not exhibit spellcasting abilities. Ooh. That's really cool. I actually ran a Pathfinder campaign a number of years ago, and one of my players played a sorcerer who had the dragon blood subclass or whatever, and it was really cool. She was really cool. So I don't know. Hearing that makes me think like I could make something similar, something related to that, but we'll see. That sounds cool. Dragonair Scion's definitely up there towards the top right now. Mutation Warrior. While most fighters rely on physical fitness and rigorous training to achieve martial superiority, a few prefer to create and imbibe dangerous concoctions that transform them into fearsome creatures. So no armor training, so no. Although mutagens could be the Witcher. A Tower Shield Specialist. I don't think we're going to be this. Many fighters believe the Tower Shield is a tool suitable only for troops on the battlefield, claiming it is too large and bulky to use in skirmishes or within dungeon corridors. Tower Shield Specialists defy those notions, using their massive shields with startling skill and incredible effect. They use these seemingly clumsy shields to perform deft maneuvers that confound their enemies. And a two-handed fighter. We didn't have two hands, right? No, we had one-handed sword. Some fighters focus their efforts on finding the biggest, heaviest, most imposing weapon they can find, and training to manage and harness the weight of their massive weapons for maximum impact. These fighting school benefits only apply when using two-handed weapons. Okay, so we've got Hunter. So, Colluding Scoundrel, Divine Hound, Divine Hunter, Forester, Urban Hunter, and Wandering Marksman. You can be a Forester. There's so many classes. This is so cool. The Inquisitor, and they all have so many subclasses. This is amazing. You can be a Faith Hunter, a Judge, a Monster Tactician, a Sacred Huntsman, Sanctified Slayer, or Tactical Leader. A Kineticist. Could be a Blood Kineticist, Dark Elementalist, Elemental Engine, Kinetic Knight, Overwhelming Soul, or Psychokineticist. That sounds cool, Psychokineticist. A Magus. This is what I was talking about when I said... Did I say Magus? Magus? I don't remember what I said. But I was talking about the sword and spell guy. Could be an Arcane Rider, an Armored Battle Mage. Many battle mages focus purely on destructive evocations, but some extend their technical studies to include use of the tried and true protection of steel. These armored battle mages learn to move and cast spells in even the most restrictive armors, and have developed new methods to magically enhance their armor. That's pretty cool. An Eldritch Archer, Eldritch Scion, Hex Crafter, Spell Dancer, or Sword Saint. Monk. It can be a quarterstaff master, scaled fist, sensei, sohei, student of stone, traditional monk, or zen archer. I don't think any monk can wear armor, so we won't be a monk. An oracle can be a divine herbalist, an enlightened philosopher, a lone strider, a possessed oracle, a purifier, a seeker, or a wind whisperer. Paladin. So this is another class that has a lot of what our portrait kind of had going for him. Could be a divine guardian. The divine guardian devotes herself to the protection and guardianship of one creature at a time, be that her liege lord, an allied cleric, or an innocent facing overwhelming danger at the hands of evil. The divine guardian devotes herself to the concerns of the material world, eschewing some divine studies. She does not gain access to divine spellcasting. I just made the decision we're not going to be a paladin. I was a paladin in Pathfinder Kingmaker, and I kind of want to pick a different class. So even though, something like the what is this? Why can't I remember how to say this word? Hospitaler, whatever. Even though I could be that or, one of these other things, we're not going to be a paladin. But you got Divine Hunter, Divine Scion, a Martyr, Stone Lord, Warrior of the Holy Light, which sounds badass. Okay, we're getting to the end. A Ranger. A Ranger can be a Demon Slayer, an Espionage Expert, a Flame Warden, a Freebooter, a Nomad, or Stormwalker. Be a Rogue, an Eldritch Scoundrel, a Knife Master, a Master of All, Rowdy, Sylvan Trickster, a Thug, or an Underground Chemist. Shaman. You can be a Possessed Shaman, a Shadow Shaman, a Spirit Hunter, a Spirit Warden, an Unsworn Shaman, a Wildland Shaman, or a Witch Doctor. A Skald. Did we already go through Bard? Did we miss Bard? No, no, we didn't. Okay. For some reason, I didn't remember us going through Bard. Alright, Skald. A Battle Scion, Battle Singer, a Court Poet, Demon Dancer, Herald of the Horn, or a Hunt Caller. Can be a Slayer, an Arcane Enforcer, Deliverer, Executioner, Imitator, Spawn Slayer, Stygian Slayer, or Vanguard. As a sorcerer, you can be a cross-blooded sorcerer, an Imperial Sorcerer, a Nine-Tailed Heir. Ooh, that sounds awesome. Overwhelming Mage, a Sage Sorcerer, a Seeker, or Sylvan Sorcerer. As a War Priest, he can be a Champion of the Faith, a Cult Leader, Disenchanter, a Feral Champion. Wow, that's a lot. Proclaimer or Shield Bearer. Kind of, we could probably pull one of these off, right? War Priests probably wear armor. Maybe. I don't see armor training anywhere. Maybe not. You could be a witch, an elemental witch, a hagbound. Did we already... We didn't select our gender anywhere, did we? You could be a hagbound, a hex channeler, ley line guardian, stigmatized witch, witch of the veil, or a wizard, arcane bomber, a quoromancer, elemental specialist, exploiter wizard, scroll savant, spellmaster, Thessalonian specialist. All right, and then we got all of these too, which are you can kind of get these later on. Some of them you might be able to get at the beginning after you go through your stats and stuff, but most of these are probably things you have, like the Hell Knight. I imagine if we were an armager, you would eventually probably spec into the Hell Knight. But yeah, there's some cool ones here. The Aldori Sword Lord, Student of War, a Duelist, Mystic Thurge, Hell Knight Signifier? No, Signifer, okay. Eldritch Knight, Dragon Disciple, Lore Master, Stalwart Defender, Assassin, Arcane Trickster, Hell Knight, and Winter Witch. Okay, so what are we going to be now that we've read all the classes? I am in between Dragonair Scion and an Armored Hulk for our character. So let's go ahead and look at this. So our class skills here: Athletics, Mobility, Lore, Nature, Perception, Persuasion, Indomitable Stance, Armor Proficiency, Heavy Armor. Pretty good. Don't have fast movement. We have Rage, Barbarian Proficiencies. We don't get Uncanny Dodged. We don't get Danger Sense, but Resilience to Steel. At 3rd level, an Armored Hulk is able to use her armor to help avoid deadly hits. While wearing heavy armor, she gains a +1 bonus to AC that applies only on critical hit confirmation rolls. That's pretty good. Rage power, improved armor swiftness. I can move faster while armored. We get more resilience to steel. Damage reduction. Greater rage. Yeah, it's basically you get rid of the... it's basically a barbarian who gets rid of their class defenses that a barbarian usually has, like Uncanny Dodge and Danger Sense. And instead you can wear heavy armor. And so the Dragonair Scion. Athletics, Knowledge Arcana, Knowledge World, Lore Nature, Persuasion, and use Magic Device. So we get Arcane Strike and Draconic Bloodline. But we lose our combat feat, our bonus combat feat. We lose Bravery, but we get Fearful Might. +1 bonus on Persuasion skill checks made to Intimidate. This bonus increases to +2 at 6th level. And by... Okay. So we can Intimidate better. We don't get armor training. Wait. Wait, if we don't get armor training, then we're not going to do this. Damn, we don't get armor training with this. Okay, well, that's off the list. I did like Armager, too. I'm not really sure I'm feeling the Armored Hulk. This could be fun. For what I'm assuming this game is, based off the description. We'll be fighting a lot of demons. So a Hell Knight would be pretty cool. So Hell Knights are servants of Hell. Devils. And in this game, in Pathfinder, devil and demons are distinct entities. They're not connected like they are in Christianity and stuff. I say that like I know what I'm talking about. I don't know what I'm talking about. Maybe they're not connected in Christianity too. But I kind of am liking this. So we lose our bonus combat trait and we lose bravery. Instead of bravery, we get ardent. And ardent is armigers are difficult to sway from their beliefs. At 2nd level, an armiger gains a +1 bonus to will saves against charm and compulsion effects. This bonus increases by 1 for every 4 fighter levels beyond 2nd level. That's pretty good. If we do armiger, I assume we'll eventually be able to become a Hell Knight. If we put our stats in right. Not all who start as novice armigers have what it takes to become a full-fledged Hell Knight, but those who do receive a wide array of abilities as they grow more powerful. While the individual power, while the individual powers and focus of a particular Hell Knight vary according to his order, all Hell Knights are universally feared and respected in regions where they maintain a presence. Most Hell Knights are lawful neutral and proudly avoid being tainted by distractions such as good or evil. But some who rise in power shift towards tyrannical and cruel natures. Interesting. I don't know when we'd be able to do this. We would need armor proficiency, heavy armor, which we'll get. We will need to increase that. We could probably no, because we need base attack bonus 5, which when does that start at? Is that level 5? I can't remember how, or is it every 2 levels? Level 10 maybe? We'll have to wait until we get that, which is a few levels in at least. But I think we're going to go with that. I think we're going to be an armiger. Yeah. A studious squire. So we get a character must choose one Hell Knight order to join at first level. The choice of order determines what disciplines the character gains later access to. In Studious Squire, an armiger gains 1 additional skill rank at each level. In addition, the armiger treats Knowledge World as a class skill. This alters the fighter's class skills and skill points per level, and replaces the fighter's bonus feat gained at 1st and 10th level. Okay. Fair enough. Losing the bonus feat is a blow, but it needs to be balanced, so... Yeah, we're going to be an armiger. Okay, so our race. So, what are we going to be? We could probably pull off no, Aasimar aren't quite as human looking. They look a little more godly than that. I think human. It's pretty boring, but that's kind of the portrait we chose. The only other one that I feel like would have the ears is an Aasimar. We could be a halfling and just say that the portrait is not to scale or something, but I think we're going to stick with human. We get +2 to 1 ability score at creation. The character gets a +2 bonus to an ability score of their choice. Humans possess exceptional drive and great capacity to endure and expand, and as such are currently the dominant race in the world. Their empires and nations are vast, sprawling things, and the citizens of these societies carve names for themselves with the strength of their sword arms and the power of their spells. Humanity is best characterized by its tumultuousness, and diversity. And human cultures run the gamut from savage but honorable tribes to decadent, devil-worshipping noble families. That's us. In the most cosmopolitan cities. Human curiosity and ambition often triumph over their predilection? I don't know. For a sedentary lifestyle. I'm going to get my dictionary out for this game. And many leave their homes to explore the innumerable forgotten corners of the world or lead mighty armies to conquer their neighbors, simply because they can. The physical characteristics of humans are as varied as the world's climes. From the dark-skinned tribesmen of the southern continents to the pale and barbaric raiders of the northern lands, humans possess a wide variety of skin colors, body types, and facial features. Generally speaking, human skin colors assumes a darker hue the closer to the equator they live. Okay. You could also be an elf, a dwarf, a gnome, a halfling, a half-elf, a half-orc, an Aasimar, a tiefling, an Oread, who are like stone people, I think. Or elemental people. Yeah. A Dampier, which is a vampire. Pretty cool. Oh, not a vampire, but basically a vampire. Or a Kitsune. It's a vampire that's half-living. The half-living children of vampires. Yep. Which is kind of strange. How can vampires have kids if I don't even know how that works. Anyway. Okay. We're going to be human. Alright, our background. So, was background in the first game? I don't remember. I think it was. I just don't remember. So we have Craftsman. And as a craftsman, we could be a farmhand, a lumberjack, a miner, a smith. All that could work. All of those could work as our background. A noble, a courtier, an emissary, a leader. I do like leader. No background. An oblate? An oblate? I don't know. What is it? You are a person of faith. An acolyte, a healer, a martial disciple. A regional. Ah. So I think Cheliacs, if I remember correctly, yeah, they're the devil people. Chelaxian Diabolist adds knowledge arcana to her list of class skills. She also gains +4 dodge bonus against devils. If the character already has the class skill, weapon proficiency, or armor proficiency granted by the selected background from her class during character creation, then the corresponding bonuses from the background change to a +1 competence bonus in case of skills, or a +1 enhancement bonus in case of weapon proficiency. And a -1 armor check penalty reduction in case of armor proficiency. A lot of reading in this game, although I think I heard that this game's going to be fully voiced once we get into it, so that'll be nice for my voice. I do think we're probably from Cheliax, because I think it's where the Hell Knights are from. If I am remembering my Galarian lore. But let's see. So we could be a scholar. Nah. Street urchin. A mugger. Wanderer. Or a warrior. It could be a guard. Maybe. I'm between the Chelaxian Diabolist, whatever, or perhaps a leader. Did we start with Arcana? Let's go back here. We don't. But I think Hell Knight gets Arcana. No, they don't. Never mind. And we do need Knowledge Arcana to be at 2 to unlock Hell Knight. Okay, I think we're going to be a Diabolist. Yep, that's us. And if we ever do have to fight devils, since we study them so well, or so much, we'll be able to have high AC. Although, I don't imagine we'll face too many devils, because it's the Abyss. I don't know. We'll see. Okay, there we are. Now for our stats. So, I kind of want to roll for them, but they already give us points to be allocated. Usually when I play tabletop games, I always love rolling my stats. But we don't really have that option here. So, I guess we'll just be pretty optimal. Our guy looks like he has some pretty high constitution. So we're going to boost our constitution to 16. We're going to have some intelligence because we need knowledge arcana. We've been well schooled, so we're going to put our intelligence up to 12. We're probably going to keep our human bonus in strength. So our wisdom, I think we might bump that down to what? To 9 there. And we'll take a -1 in it. We might as well go down to 8 if we're going to take the -1. And that'll give us a few more points to spend here. We'll put our dex up just for some initiative and potentially a dex bonus, depending on our armor, because some of the armor takes away your dex bonus, but 1 should be good for most armors. And then we're going to put strength up to... We'll put it up to 16 as well. And you know what? We're going to put our dex up to 14. Right there. And can this go to 18? We would need to drop that more, right? Yeah, we could do that. But then we'd have a -2 in wisdom. I don't want to do that. We could do that and then maybe Put our intelligence and that up to... Well, we could do... Could do that. It's a pretty decent spread. I mean... Because we'll get another skill point every 4 levels, I think. So we'll be able to put our con up to 18 when that happens. I'm wondering if we should put our strength up higher. Because I think we could... We could do that. 17 and 17. No, let's put our charisma up. Because we are going to be talking a lot. So I think this will be good. Yeah, I'm okay with that. Yeah, I guess I'll read the descriptions just for those who aren't familiar with the Pathfinder system. So, or not just Pathfinder, but D&D too, because they're pretty similar. Which most of you are. Most RPGs are based off of it in some degree, to some degree. But strength measures muscle and physical power. It affects your melee attack rolls, your damage, and your athletic skill checks. Dexterity affects your ranged attack rolls, your armor class, your saving throws, and some of your skill checks. Your constitution affects your saving throws and your hit points. Intelligence, it affects a lot of skills, especially the knowledge skills. And that's really all we'll be using it for, but if you're a spellcaster, it can have some more effects. Wisdom affects your wisdom saving throw and some skills. And charisma affects your ability to persuade and apparently use magic device. And good for clerics and paladins as well with their spell casting. Okay. We're good to go. Let's go. Okay, so this is... What are we doing? Our skills. Okay, so... So if we go back here, we go down to Hell Knight. I thought our Knowledge Arcana would go up because of our... Oh no, it just adds it to my class skills. I gotcha. I understand. Okay, so we want Knowledge Arcana to go up. Oh, we can't put it at 1. Right. I understand. So we want that up at 1. We want Athletics up. Persuasion up. It looks like they've combined Persuasion and Intimidation, because I'm pretty sure those were separate skills before. We might as well just do that. Yeah, put them all in our class skills. Yep, that looks good. So we have a rank in Athletics, a rank in Knowledge Arcana, a rank in Knowledge World, a rank in Lore Nature, and a rank in Persuasion. And our highest skill looks to be Athletics, mainly because of our strength. There's not really any skills associated with Constitution, so that's why. Yeah, and I think that's the only one related to strength too. Yeah. Okay. We're done there. So our first level feat, which... Did we get this because we're human, or did we get 2? Let's see. I think we might get 2. Because I think... Oh, no, that... No. I don't know. Let's see. Characters gain 1 feat at first level, and every 2 levels thereafter, humans receive a bonus feat at first level. I'm right. Of course I'm right. So, Armor Focus. We could go into Heavy Armor Focus. The AC bonus granted by any heavy armor that you equip increases by 1. That's pretty good. Could get Weapon Focus, which is going to be a longsword, because I think that's what we're using. Where is it? A longsword. Yeah, pretty generic, I know, but can't go wrong with a longsword, and there's probably going to be some really cool longsword weapons hidden throughout the world that we'll be able to use, so it's a safe bet. Okay, so got that one. How do we just... Oh, did that not go through? Let's just go. Okay. Oh, so many. What else do we want? Maybe toughness. Is toughness here, or is that D&D? I get them mixed up. Toughness. There it is. You gain +3 hit points for every hit die you possess beyond 3 levels, or beyond 3. You gain an additional +1 hit point. Yeah, so essentially your hit points just go an extra 1 every level. If you have more than 3 hit dice, you gain +1 hit points whenever you gain a hit die. For every hit die you possess beyond 3, you gain an additional +1 hit points. I think this is... That's what I'm leaning towards. Let me just... Persuasive could be good. Intimidating prowess. Add your strength modifier to persuasion skills when used to intimidate. That could be good. Improved initiative could be good. So many good ones. Dodge could be good. Die Hard is pretty good. Oh, I don't know. Could just get the armor focus. Your familiarity with a specific type of armor increases the amount of protection you receive from it. That's probably going to be... I mean, an extra 1 to AC is probably better than the extra hit points. It's better not to get hit at all, right? Yeah, we're going to go with that. Okay. Do we need to click next or something? Yeah, okay. And then longsword. Okay. So now we got to pick our order. Alright, so we got Order of the Chain. Hell Knights of the Chain value social order and responsibility, seeking to root out anarchists and fugitives. They have reputations as relentless hunters who drag lawbreakers away in chains. These Hell Knights keep meticulous count of the number of criminals they've brought to justice. They never abandon the pursuit of a fugitive, and they believe everyone has a specific, crucial role to play in society. Order of the Gate. Order of the Gate Hell Knights seek to curb and prevent lawlessness through magic and manipulation. They have reputations as mysterious, emotionless, and sometimes cruel magic users. Many are convinced that the Order of the Gate's Hell Knights are spying on them, or already know their secrets. Sometimes this fear is true, as the Order's members prefer preventing crimes to punishing it, and often use manipulation, information gathering, and spying to further their agendas. Order of the Godclaw. Order of the Godclaw Hell Knights enforce law with a crusader's zeal, going where they're needed most in the fight against the forces of chaos. They know no bounds or borders. Wait, are Hell Knights not part of Cheliax? I thought they were part of Cheliax. And Cheliax is ruled by devils, who are chaotic. I don't know. Maybe I've got my knowledge mixed up. They know no bounds or borders in the quest for absolute order. The Hell Knights of the Godclaw, the cause of order is to the Hell Knights of the Godclaw, the cause of order is a holy mandate, for which they will travel far to battle chaos in lands that know little of civilization. To others, these Hell Knights' faith is likely inexplicable. Some believe the members of the order are expected in all 5 individual faiths, or even are experts in all 5 individual faiths, or even that they are heretics. Order of the Nail. So we get favorite enemies in this one. That's a pretty good bonus. Did these give bonuses? No. Interesting. Order of the Nail Hell Knights idealize civilized societies and seek to unite all people in advancing that cultural baseline. In fact, the Order of the Nail's members preach that anyone who does not embrace their own culture is a criminal and heathen who must be destroyed. Oh, nice. The Order's members idealize the lifestyle and challenges of frontier settlers. No matter the displacement, indignation, or cruelty they might visit on those who were there before. Interesting. Order of the Pyre. Hell Knights of the Order of the Pyre seek to combat outlandish faiths and beliefs, preventing them from gaining purchase in the Inner Sea regions. The Inner Sea region is where most campaigns and adventures happen in the Pathfinder world. There are other continents, but that's where this one's taking place, especially, and where Kingmaker took place. They are cult hunters first and foremost, but also fight to repress other philosophies they deem dangerous. These Hell Knights hate and vocally condemn cultists, priests of rare religions, and followers of mystical orders. Order of the Rack. None of these sound particularly pleasant. Order of the Rack Hell Knights hate wastefulness of both thought and deed. They crush pointless dreams, end rebellions, and trample frivolous or dangerous inventions. They also closely observe... Oh, my game just minimized. Don't know why I did that. They closely observe individuals, seeking hints of destructive ambitions and wasteful vices, and are skilled at destroying seditious writings and strange inventions. Order of the Scourge. Hell Knights of the Scourge seek out corruption within order and law, not fit for the lawful. They question and seek to determine the difference between what is legal and what is for the greater good, owing allegiance to no one nation or ruler. Their quest for order often takes them places that other Hell Knights cannot tread, both physically and philosophically. As a result, their commitment to the measure of the chain must be beyond reproach. I kind of like that. I like that idea. Like he's not a normal Hell Knight. He's the elite of the Hell Knight. Cannot be reproached. Well, he's not a Hell Knight yet, but one day. I also like Godclaw. I'm between Scourge and Godclaw. I'm gonna go Scourge. Order of the Scourge. I acquired an ability. I don't know. Did I get an ability? Doesn't look like it. Okay. Choose my deity. Well, it's got to be Asmodeus. Asmodeus, also known as King of Hell, Master of Witches, and Prince of Law, is the most powerful of the 9 archdevils that inhabit Hell, and the only one of Hell's rulers to claim full divinity. It was he who was credited with pinning the contract of creation, within which his followers believe is hidden the means for their patrons' eventual rise to supremacy. Domains: evil, fire, law, magic, trickery. That is what I was going to go with, but I don't know. Are Hell Knights... Are we not, like, working for him? Wait, no, he's all about law and not chaos, right? That's what devils are in Pathfinder. I understand now. Yeah. All right, we're going with Asmodeus. But for those who are interested... Oh, Godclaw. Wait. The Hell Knight Order of the Godclaw reveres a pantheon of 5 deities. Iomedae and Torag are seen as model Hell Knights, concerned with offensive and defensive combat respectively. Ivory is the epitome of emotionless discipline, Abadar as a keeper of laws, and Asmodeus as a strategist king. Depictions of these deities as part of the Godclaw differ from the traditional images, with the deities portrayed as stern, armored paragons of law. Though some members of the Order of Godclaw dedicate themselves to individual gods, many take the whole pantheon as their patron, receiving spells despite their unorthodox, perhaps even heretical, beliefs. Kind of makes me want to go with this, which means kind of makes me want to change from the Order of Scourge to the Order of the Godclaw. Let me read this real quick again. They know no bounds or borders in the quest for absolute order. To Hell Knights of the Godclaw, the cause of order is a holy mandate for which they will travel far to battle chaos in lands that know little of civilization. I think we're going to do that. I like this idea. This was my second choice anyway, after Scourge and after seeing the Pantheon. Yeah, I like this. I like this a lot. We get Pentamic Faith. This ability allows the Hell Knight to select one of the following domains: Artifice, Glory, Knowledge, Law, Magic, Nobility, Protection, Rune, Strength, Travel, or War. The Hell Knight gains the granted powers of that domain, treating his Hell Knight levels as Cleric levels to determine what domain abilities he has access to. That'd be cool once we become a Hell Knight. But anyway, the other deities: Abadar, Atheism, Calistria, right? Caden Kalian, Desna, Erastil, Gorum, Gazra, Gyrona, Iomade, Iori, or Ivori, Lamashtu, Nethys, Norgabur, Pharasma, Phasmophobia, Rovagug, rather, Sarenrae, Shalene, or Shellen, something like that, Torag, Urgathoa, and Zon-Kuthan. But we follow the God Claw. I like it. And we are going to be lawful neutral, because that's what Hell Knights typically are. A creature's overall moral and positional and personal attitudes are represented by his alignment. Right. Let's go to where we are at. I guess we'll just read this. Lawful good, neutral good, chaotic good, lawful neutral, chaotic neutral, lawful evil, natural neutral evil, or chaotic evil. Good characters protect innocent life. Evil characters debase and destroy it, whether for fun or profit. Lawful characters tell the truth, keep their word, respect authority, honor tradition, and judge those who fall short of their duties. So that's us. And chaotic characters follow their consciences, resent being told what to do, favor new ideas over tradition, and keep their promises only if they feel like it. We do not like chaotic people. At least not at the beginning of the game. Who knows what will happen. Okay, so now we get to customize our character a bit. Let's see what we got here. We got different body types. We're definitely going to be this guy. Nice and bulky. Fits our character, I think. Our face. So we're looking for an older looking face. Matches the cheerfulness. I like the cheerful one. Yeah. Scars. Did we have a scar in the portrait? I don't remember. Might add one just for fun. If we can find one we like. Can't even see some of them. Why are they all on the dark side of the face? I don't know. That one looks kind of like it might be a burn or something. I kind of like the idea that it was burned. This is our skin color, right? Oh. What do we have here? Ah. What are these? Super pale? Okay. I think we'll go with just the default one, yeah. So hairstyle. What kind of hair did we have? Let's go back. I like to match it to the portrait pretty well. Okay, so pretty short. Yeah, okay. Just a big full beard too. Okay. Let's try and find that hair in here. That one's pretty close. That one's a little too long. Too long. No. 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 Okay. I'm gonna go with this one. We have a nice brown hair. Yeah, I like that. We got a full beard. There's a beard. That's probably the winner right there. Yep, that's us right there. I think we're matching it pretty well so far. Do we have any war paint? No. Alright, and then our primary colors were a Hell Knight, so it's got to be... Well, Let's go with the color of the God Claw. So white and blue. Or do we want to go with blue as the... Probably like this blue maybe? Or that blue? That blue? Maybe this blue. No, that blue. We'll go with this blue. And white. That was good. What is this? Show headgear. Show backpack. Neat. Yeah, I think that looks pretty good. I like it. Next.
I'm always ready.
Our voice. I'm always ready.
Get it off me.
I want a nice deep voice. Maybe cheerful too if we can find one.
Strike as one.
Pious is pretty good.
This is my path.
Brave is also good.
The path is clear.
No.
I lead. You follow.
Too aggressive.
We will be victorious.
Oh, it's not bad.
Don't know, don't care.
No.
And off we go. Beautiful.
Are you still here?
First come, first served.
We might go with this one. Yeah, let's go with it. Optimist. Our name, do we want a last name too? I came up with a name. I didn't come up with it, but I thought of a name as we were building him. He feels to me like a Hugh. A Hugh. Hugh. I feel like we need a last name though. Hugh Morningstar. No, that'd be... Wait, is there like a random? Ooh, there is. That changes things. Kronug, Nonek, Protov, Minas. I don't know. Let's see if there's anything. Barad. I like Barad. Barad matches. We're going with Barad. And as for our birth date, let's just go with... see what kind of... They don't have Asmodeus. What's going on with that? Let's go with 6-6. Yeah, look at that. Beautiful. Very devilish. Alright, I think we're good.
I can find better.
Maybe we should go with a different voice.
We do it my way. Adventures await. Let us be off.
Let us bide our time.
Calm down.
Not then.
I sense something. A mere flesh wound. Defeat is not an option. Forwards! You're done for. Together we stand.
Let's go with Pious.
I have no
Barad.
need for this.
Okay. So it's been an hour. We're finally at the end of our character creation. Yeah, we are Barad, the lawful lawful neutral human, whatever. We're an armiger on our quest to become a Hell Knight of the Order of the God Claw. Yeah, this is gonna be fun. I'm really excited. Okay. Do I want to just make this a 2-hour episode or make a separate episode? Well, I'm going to end this first episode here. I'll probably release both episodes today. Like one after another instead of spacing them out just so, we get it going. But I am going to make this its own self-contained episode just in case there's anybody who just wants to switch or skip the character creation. So yeah, I'll see you guys in a couple minutes.